is on. The first beanie of the season. Autumn has arrived. I'm gonna go and get coffee. Turns out you can't zoom out with your iPhone. Just in the car, there's poop on my window, and there's my unicorn. I just thought I'd come on here and talk about sort of, I don't know, how I'm feeling. I think currently with how things are on social media and society, it's very difficult to feel comfortable in your own skin. And that's something that I'm definitely working on personally. So going out on my own to get a coffee, not something that me from like 2 years ago would have been able to do. Alongside not wearing lipstick, my lips are not as big as all the influencers. I don't have the natural big lip, and I don't have, I haven't got lip fillers either. So usually for the last, 5 years have been drawn on my lips. Even with no makeup days, not wearing lipstick is something I would never do. I would always overline my lips or line them. I'm finally getting to a point where I don't even care anymore. I don't care about any of that. I just want to be happy in my own skin. And I haven't got lipstick on today. I do have foundation on because I need to get a photo for my work pass later. And so I wanted to look non-peaky. But yeah, I just thought I'd talk about that. It's probably, a load of crap, and I don't know. It might help some people who feel a bit insecure, or they're at a point where they used to be insecure and now they're just rolling with it. I don't know whether it happens when you get older. I'm 26 now. Maybe that's something that comes with time, or maybe things are changing, or maybe I'm just there in my journey, and we're gonna go with that. I got my pumpkin cream cold brew. That was really upsettingly cringe. It's so good. I asked for it with oat milk like I do every time, and she said that they don't do it with oat milk. It has to be semi-skimmed. I don't trust that. So I'm just in the Asda car park, and aside from getting my coffee, if there's no good grammar, what's the point in anything? I got a jar, not just a jar, I got 2 jars. Basically, there's this YouTuber I watch. I'll put her name here. She's amazing. I'm obsessed with her, and she's literally changed my life. I'm now so organised, and I owe that to her. Anyway, basically, my cupboards are full of crap. So there's bags of rice everywhere, bags of pasta everywhere. Not everywhere, I mean in there, taking up space that I could use for something else. Tupperware, bottles, plastic bottles that we don't even use. It's just a shit show. But I want to make things more aesthetically pleasing, more minimalistic, less bags, less waste. And so I'm going to empty all of the bags of like pasta and put them in jars, sugar, rice, tea bags, coffee granules. Not that I have coffee granules. Sorry, my hand hurts from holding this phone. Anything along those lines that, are in plastic packaging or cardboard packaging that can be put in a jar and preserved, that will last like a year or something like that. So that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to film it. I'm going to rearrange my kitchen, and it's going to look amazing. There's also loads of like pottery that my mum gave me when she cleared out her kitchen last year when she moved, and she's given it to me. And I have it in my garage in a bag because there's no space for it in my kitchen. And we have old plates from our flat when we moved like a year ago that are chipped and ugly and red. I don't know what that was all about. So I'm going to get rid of them, even though Zayd disapproves because he thinks we need bowls and things. And we do for emergencies, but they don't need to be easy access, taking up space when we could have space for more. I'm also thinking about putting my toaster in a cupboard because it doesn't need to be out all the time. It's just taking up space and it's ugly and it gets breadcrumbs everywhere. People are looking at me because I look like I'm ranting, but I'm actually just talking about my kitchen. So I'm gonna go.
I never get to go because
Max. This is what it's like when I'm trying to clean and there's a cat climbing into the dishwasher and licking the dishwasher. Hey, this is the cupboard in question. Absolute monstrosity alongside this one. So this shelf, because I cannot reach this one or this one. I don't know why Saints put the rice up there. I'm not going to reach that. I'm thinking what I want to do is sort through everything, see what's gone off, see what hasn't gone off, put the nuts and the rice and the sugar and the pasta in the glass jars and then put them in here. The almonds, walnuts and pecans. I'm thinking put all the nuts in this jar and then it's a whole free-for-all for nuts. I'm pretty chuffed with that. It's looking pretty good. Excuse me? You think so too? I'm glad. That's the situation so far. Halfway through and we have a cat in the cupboard. Hey! What? We're not playing now. It's not the time. So I had to take a break and play with Max because he wouldn't leave me alone and he was meowing at me the entire time. This is where I am so far. He's back, of course. He got in there at one point. Got all my spices there and salts and seasonings and things like that. And the toaster is there and Max is currently sniffing it. And the big peanut butter, some stock cubes and the olive oil. And then this is all the stuff that's gonna go here. So I've got everything in jars basically. Balsamic vinegar, the pastas, peanut butter, sugar, which I'm also gonna put in a jar. And yeah, that's the next task. Okay, so these are the jars. So I've got my nut jars. So that's pecans, almonds and walnuts. Empty because that's where, that's where the rice is gonna go. Tea bags and pasta. And then I'm gonna get some smaller ones and then we're gonna put some sugar in there and, oh, the sugar could go in here. Obviously there's too much of it, so I have to keep that in storage alongside this because there's still loads in there. Very proud of how far I've gotten so far. I think autumn is a time for organisation and preparation and thinking about I don't know what I'm talking about. Out on a walk now and meet Zaid. I need to get my steps in and he's at the bus stop, so I'm gonna go on an autumnal walk. And that's the gym done and we had a spa day.
We did.
And it was really nice.
We did. And now we get to decide on if we're going to have pizza or burgers.
I think burger.
Burger.
Burger.